Investigators finished their report on an officer shooting of an unarmed teenager, but hear why the chief is saying it could take more time to get results.
First at 5, a report into police practices raises new questions about who Austin police officers decide to search. The job of Austin's police monitor is to police the police. This morning, the monitor released her latest report into APD practices.
The office investigates everything from complaints against officers to use of force to traffic stops. And the numbers show 2014 stops were pretty evenly distributed across all race and ethnicities. But when the police monitor broke down the numbers from the traffic stops, she did identify a problem. She talks to our Sally Hernandez about what she found that affects every driver.
Analyzing APD's own numbers on traffic stops and complaints into her office, police monitor Margot Frazier says she has serious concerns.
But if you're African American in this community, you stand a 1 out of 6 chance if you're stopped that you're going to be searched. If you're Hispanic, it's 1 out of 9. But if you're Caucasian, it's 1 out of 22. What it says to me is that officers, when they come up and deal with a African American person, that they are finding a reason to search them more often.
And according to the police monitor, only a third of the searches turned up anything. Even in cases where officers say they had probable cause to search, they found something on African Americans half the time.
If you're talking about a true traffic stop that's based on a person's behavior, then it ought to be very reflective. But if you're using traffic stops instead to target certain segments of the community, then you're going to see this disproportion. And so back to your question, are they racially profiling people? I know that the African American community and a significant portion of the Hispanic community feel that they are.
And is there any solution to that kind of problem? What do we need to do as a community then to stop that?
What needs to happen both with this office and with the community is the fact that we need to be able to have the dialogue, and that when people are critical or raise concerns, that it's not something where it's just immediately cut off and people get labeled being anti-police.
Frazier tells me at the very same time that there are more than 1,000 officers whose names never get mentioned in her office because they don't have any complaints against them. They treat people fairly. She does say, though, that the troubling findings in her report may be a reflection of more training for police officers that's needed and a distrust between the community and some officers. Reporting in front of APD headquarters, I'm Sally Hernandez. Back to you.
And tonight on KXAN News at 6, we are working to compare this report to national numbers and the same scenario in a similar city.